Here's a few things that I have heard time and time again from real business owners here in Calgary. So here's how I do it. I walk in, there's no pitch deck, there's no slides ready, and there's no hidden agenda behind a handshake. Just a door, a business, and me asking a question. Simple as that. Why? If it was more than that, it's too much right off the hop. If they ask for it, you should know your business better than anybody. You can pull that out of thin air. Okay, you don't gotta be prepped and be ready and be nervous. It's not the way to do it at all. You say, hey, my name is Mark. I want to build a relationship with you. And guess what? If they don't bite, that's fine. Go find your people. That's what you're trying to do. I don't pitch. The moment you pitch, people stop listening, and the listening is the entire point. If I walk in there and they don't listen to me, what am I doing there, right? But I do ask a question. I ask one open-ended question, and that's going to be worth 100 surveys that I could drop off or have them take or have them submit online and be faceless. Real answers come from real conversations, not forms, okay? And this is not a research methodology. This is just paying attention. Most marketers skip this step entirely, and it does show. Fun fact, it's also what gets marketing agencies a bad name. How many times do you think people will walk up and say, hey, I own a marketing agency, I see what you have here, and I want to help out. This is what I do, and I have a quick question for you. And then you get that going. I bet you they get a million calls with people saying, hey, would you like to grow your business? Here's how I can help you. Me. That's how people do it. It's not the way to do it. You walk in, you don't pitch, but you do ask a question. So straight from the source, these are some phrases. They're not paraphrased, but these are the actual words said in actual stores by real people. Just post for me. They don't want to learn a platform. They don't want a tutorial on how to use a grid properly in Instagram. They don't want to know. They don't care to know. Stop trying to make it so they do the work. I'll also do this as well. They want it handled completely quietly and without follow-up questions. Make my phone ring. I'll get to the point of suspension about people trying to have the owners do it for them. Listen to this in a second. But first, make my phone ring. Not impressions, not reach, not brand awareness. A ringing phone means a real customer, and that's the only metric that matters to them. Are they getting people? Because if they're getting people, they can measure how much they're making off of it versus how much it costs to get it and how much you charge. Simple as that. And here's what I was referring to. Stop asking for content. Unless that's what they want to do, they reach out and they say, hey, this is what I would like to do, this is what I want. Don't try to reinvent the wheel with those people. They've already figured it out. They just want to film it, have you edit it, and post it and be consistent. Maybe they like making videos, they don't like everything else. But for everybody else out there, stop asking for content. Every single time a marketer asks for photos, asks for captions or approvals, it becomes the owner's job. They hired you, so it wouldn't be their job. I know some business owners who do like that, and every time it's been like that, there's actually a little bit of friction. It's way better when it's a done-for-you system. Okay, so what I don't hear across dozens of conversations of different industries, etc., some things are completely absent from the conversation. So I don't want brand pillars or strategy decks or monthly reports or content calendars. Unless they want it and they ask for it, please, we know how to do it. And we can do it better than anybody else, in my opinion. Of course I'm going to say that, right? It's my business. But we want to get them new customers. We want them to get new phone calls. We want them to have less work, and we want it to be a fast turnaround. That's all I care about at all. Sliding this up. Oh, let me go back. Yeah, nobody asks about those things. A PDF full of graphs doesn't pay the rent. Simple as that. We provide great customer service, but providing great customer service does not always mean giving them everything. It means making sure you don't give them stuff they don't really want and they really need. Because once again, you're trying to actually help them. So the take, owners aren't anti-marketing, and that's true, but they're anti-marketing theater. Those who do a lot of talking, those who sit behind a computer and do nothing and they just say that, oh yes, I'm going to run your ads, and it's a lot of nothing, it's a lot of no care, it's a lot of metrics, and not, hey, what's your goal? I'm going to help you reach that goal. Take out all the noise. What are you trying to do? Take responsibility. There's a difference between marketing that performs and marketing that performs for the marketer, right? Local business owners have learned, and often the hard way, to tell the difference, which is what I mentioned. A lot of them hate marketing agencies, which sucks for me, but we're going to make it through. So when the deliverable is the deck, something has gone wrong. The deck is never the point. It's, did you crush their goal or not? Okay? The gap between these two isn't skill, it's whose problem you're actually solving. Are you trying to help them? Or are you trying to help yourself feel good? Two completely different things. So here's what I'm changing. If the feedback is consistent, the only honest answer is to change how you work. So here's what this looks like in practice. We do everything done for you. Everything handled end to end, no talents back to the owner, no, hey, can you send us the, nope, just it's done, here you go, okay? Text, not decks. Updates come as quick text. I say, hey, we're going to be doing this instead. Or Catherine, she does so much of the customer delivery, it's insane. She's amazing at what she does. And it's very simple. It's, hey, can you do this? Can we change this? Like, they say that to us, and we say absolutely, and it's just done. It's done. It's like that. And it's in plain English. There's no jargon. There's no acronyms that need to be explained. It's just simple as it can be. Why? Because we know this stuff. We don't need to tell you that we know it, right? I'm not trying to impress anybody by what we know. Because guess what? 90% of other people do. And if they don't, well, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to actually help people. So it's not super complicated, but it's a decision to optimize for the owner's life, not yours, if that makes sense, okay? And so it's your turn. Your turn. These are patterns that I've noticed, but every market is different, every owner's different, and I don't have a monopoly on this conversation. So what do you wish marketers understood? What do you wish we did differently? Let me know. If you're a business owner, what's the one thing you've tried to explain that they just don't get, they don't understand? And what's the phrase that you keep saying that keeps getting ignored? Now, if you're a marketer, what have you heard from clients that changed how you work? What feedback finally made something click? For business owners, what do you actually need from someone you hire to handle your marketing? That's for the business owners. Now, for the marketers, what's the hardest truth a client has ever told you? Did you even listen to them? Ooh, it's the worst. When your client actually tells you valuable information, but you don't even listen to what they say. That's the worst. So the best marketing insight I've ever gotten, it came from a walking conversation that lasts like 4 minutes. That's the truth. Keep listening to people, all right? And if this works, if I'm not mistaken, let me go back. Perfect. My name is Mark Perry. I'm the co-founder and CEO of M&C Creative Co. We help businesses that want to grow using social media, so that way they can get their time back and do stuff they would like to do a lot more. So if you're interested in that, there's my information. But we operate in Calgary, Okotoks, Cochrane, Banff, and Canmore. Okay, if you have any questions on that, let me know. If you're curious why I even make these videos, one is to practice my speech and my presentation skills. And in case I'm in the room full of 50 people one day and I have to deliver a talk and I don't want to make a total fool of myself, there's one reason. But also it's so that way if anybody who is watching this feels a little bit of friction and they are actually experiencing what I talk about in my content, hopefully it helps, or at least it opens up the door for discussion. So if you want to leave a comment, please do. I will read and respond to every single one. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.